Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye. I'm back with another video, another epic content, people. Now people, listen up, put your seatbelt on, stop the masturbation, stop lowering your vibration, and get with the program, because now we're here with an interesting topic. We're going to get to the bottom of this, people. We are going to get to the bottom of this. So now, listen, I know a lot of people are thinking, rah, what's Proph Rye got to speak about today? What is on the agenda today? What is the motto today? I'm about to break it down. I'm about to tell you what's going on. I'm about to let you know, people, the truth. And this is what they don't want people to know, because the way things is moving right now, there's so much stuff that they put in your way to blind you and brainwash you from the reality of things that is what is happening. Now listen, people. The topic I want to speak about today, people, is the birth certificate. The birth certificate. That's correct, people. The birth certificate. Let me tell you something, people. We've been taken for a ride again and again and again. It's keep happening, constantly happening, and it's been going on for years. People, I want you lot to know, listen, we've been scammed big time, you know that, innit? The birth certificate is what's causing a problem with a lot of us right now. The birth certificate is the reason why many of us that are poor, peasant, will only reach a certain milestone in life. The birth certificate determines who you are and what you're here on the earth to do. The birth certificate tells that you're here to do hard labor work and to be used as an experiment by the government and the scientists, people. That's right. Now, if you haven't known by now, a lot of the time we are cussing the government. We are looking at the government. But the truth be told is, it's them. It is them. But the people on top of them, who is the scientists, those are the motherfuckers. Those are the people that are controlling everyone. Everyone. And you notice you don't really hear about them or see of them because they're hiding behind the scene and doing the fuckery. You get me? The whole birth certificate, they've got it all planned out. You get me? From the day you was born, they have your DNA. They have your genes, people. Now, I'm here to let people know, listen, the earth was given to mankind to live on with our own free will. That means we could do whatever we want, and it's up to us to redeem ourselves. That's the only reason why we got put on the earth, to redeem ourselves. So it's up to us to redeem ourselves, people, and head back to God. You get what I'm trying to say? But since Adam and Eve came down here and fucked things up, and Satan tempted them again, they turned their backs on God and started to serve darkness. And since then, it's been fucked up. You get me? And then since then, a lot of stuff has been going on the earth. And then what happened is, the creatures then come over and they take over, and they come with their stupid contracts, man-made contracts, people. The birth certificate is man-made contract. Now, I want people to know, once upon a time, people lived on the earth. People lived wherever they want. People was building houses wherever they want. Nobody was going to work. They didn't even have jobs like that, but people was happy. People was literally eating food, shelter, fun. Eating food, shelter, fun. You get what I'm trying to say, people? And what these people have done, they've twisted it around, and they came with this man-made contract, people, that our parents sign when we are born. So we don't know nothing about this contract at all. It's only when you get older you realize you heard that you need a birth certificate for this, you need a birth certificate for that. But that birth certificate determines who you are. It also tells them who you are. It tells them about your genes, your DNA, it tells you everything. Nothing's missing. You get what I'm trying to say? And now, what that birth certificate determines for them, it doesn't benefit us, it benefits them. Because what that now tells them is, people, is that once our parents sign that, it's a covenant, which means that we've been handed over to the scientists. I would call them the government, but they're bigger than the government. You get me? And that means that they can perform experiments on us. We are experiments to them. That means that we have to go to work every single day to pay taxes to them. You have to work to pay taxes to them. Or if you don't work, you sign on. And they give you a small piece of money, which means it forces you to get back into work and serve them. You have to keep paying them. To live on the earth, you have to pay them. You get me? Back then, people was building their own houses, wherever they want on the land. People wasn't paying bills. There was no such thing as bills. There was no such thing as tax. People are out here stressing and killing themselves to try and buy a house. You're fooling yourself. They got you trapped. They're making you buy a house that you're meant to own without giving them nothing. They've come up with paperwork to say you have to buy a house off them. Right now, houses are going for like $1 million and that's expensive. And houses are going for thousands. They're saying you have to give them that money to own that place, knowing that we've been given the earth for ourselves to live on. Does that sound right to you people? Does that sound right to you? It doesn't. You get me? So, like I said, the birth certificate now, it means we can't own a house. It means that we have to pay rent. It means that we have to pay taxes. It means that they own our blessings. So whatever blessings we came with, they take that away from us. Until you get into the elites. Or until they want to bring you into the elites. You get me? They take away your inheritance, people. Because remember that our inheritance is on the earth. We inherit the earth. Which means that we should be able to do anything we want on the earth. Just don't commit no crime. And you should be fine. But they proper switched it up on us, people. And what they done is they done a smart thing. The birth certificate. If people actually open their eyes and understand what's going on and how they trap everyone with the birth certificate, people, it's brazy. It's mad. They proper won everyone over big time and they think they've gotten away with it, but they haven't. Because if you notice, this 2024, everything is being revealed. Pardon, people. Everything is being exposed. All their dirty habits are being exposed. Their time's basically up, people. Gone are the days when they used to try and kill people for freedom of speech, because stuff like this shouldn't be out there in the open. You get me? That's why they try to control people and have people controlled. You get me? People are too busy in the house watching TV all day. And they put bare bullshit on the TV for people to watch. Cut out the TV sometime and meditate. Why do you think God says my people suffer for the lack of knowledge? I've noticed it. No one ain't got the right knowledge. But everyone seems to have knowledge when it comes to money. And this is why everyone's going down the wrong road and heading towards hell, because of money, greed. But it's not everyone's fault. It is a lot of people's fault. But it's their fault, because that's what they put in front of your eyes. Back then, there wasn't money like that. I don't think there was even bread. Everything was there for everyone to have. People were sharing and caring. People was never hungry. Imagine not having money back then and you get food to eat all the time. Can you see what's going on, people? Well, guess what? I have news for you. I have news for you, and I got news for myself. Let me tell you something. God says my people suffer for the lack of knowledge, man. And life is so good. Life is so good, people. You get me? I'm going to let you lot know what's going on and the full breakdown of why this is a serious case, people. You get me? Let me tell you something. You see, these scientists, they're smart. They're smart. And you see, going to school is a big, big, big part of it. Because a lot of people don't know, a lot of people do know. In school, they teach you the witchcraft. You get me? When we're in science, they're teaching us about the body parts and certain things and how to put wires together and mixing potions and all of these things. And they know what they're doing and the teachers are observing. You get me? Because they're looking for who's going to be the next big elite scientists on their team. They're looking for the smart people that are good at inventing stuff. You get me? They're looking for people to join them because they don't believe in God, you know. They believe in this whole myth of a big bang, boom. And then, you get me? Everything was done. A myth, people. Big myth. I'll tell you that right now. But let me tell you something. They're always looking and aiming at the smart kids. They know the special kids are gifted. So what do? They keep their eyes on them. And if you notice, a lot of them, brainy ones, they get to jump. So a lot of them get serious good grades, and you see by the time they're there, some of them even get to skip college and go straight to uni. I've seen it. And then what happened is, people, those brainiacs and them people there, they get into certain things because they come from a lifestyle of poor, and they believe they can get their family out the hood. And it's bread, it's money. People don't think, so they're going to jump. You're just hearing, oh, I'm free, I'm set. You get me? But when you realize it, people, they think they're smart. Because you see, after the birth certificate now, and this is how they grab bare people, you know, and the rappers, the Hollywood stars, all of these famous people, this is how they grab them people. And this is why a lot of them are messed up and they're screwed. When you see them, their life is miserable. No matter how much money they have, their life is miserable. You know why? Because these people will sign deals with the brainiacs so they can get them on their team and so they can come with all the ideas and the resources. You get me? Because they're always looking for the next best scientist, you know, or the next brainiac. You get me? Give them deals, give them fame, fortune, everything, house out of the hood. You get me? The cars. And what else do they get? They get the commas. What I mean by the commas? Their money is skyrocket in their account. You get me? Basically, gain the world. Sell your soul and gain the world, basically. That's how they do it. And that's what they do to many, many people. But many people don't understand it because they're thinking about the money and everything. They end up signing a contract. You get me? And they're not reading it properly. They're just excited because you know what? Money turns people fool. And especially when you come from a poor background and a poor upbringing, money is the root of all evil. You get what I'm trying to say? So with this now, people, with this now, a man can do stuff like that. And then after he's done stuff like that, he's finished. He's messed. He's a part of the elites without even knowing it. So he can't even say certain things. And because he's so smart and he sees what's going on and he probably knows what's going on, they've dumbed him down because now they can kill him because now he's signed a deal. He's made a covenant with them, people. He's made a covenant with them. This is what I'm telling you now. Be smart and be careful when you're signing contracts and deals, people. Because these people are on point, you know. They don't want people coming out here speaking about what's going on behind the scenes and speaking about what they're doing. So they got cameras everywhere. They got eyes everywhere. They got so much secret agents everywhere. It's mad. You get me? You are being watched. They listen to your calls. You are being followed. You get what I'm trying to say? They're everywhere. You get me? So I just want people to know, man. And people like you lot are going to be happy when you hear this, you know, because this is what they don't want. This is what they don't want people to know. This is what they want people to hear. So when you hear this, you know that this is big business, people. Now, I believe I have freedom on the earth. And I believe I shouldn't be paying tax. I believe I shouldn't be paying for a roof over my head. And I believe they need to give me one of them houses out there that costs $1 million for free. For free. I need everything for free. The only thing that even car tax shouldn't be paid. The only thing I should be paying for, people, is food, juice and water, MOT on the whip, insurance on the whip. You get me? And any type of contract I decide to take out for myself. Apart from that, I owe the government nothing. I don't owe them no tax. I shouldn't owe them no rent. I shouldn't owe them nothing. Even right now, I want one of them big house there. They need to give that to me because we inherit the earth. We were sent to live on the earth by God so we can redeem ourselves. We wasn't sent here to pay tax to these people or rent houses of these people and then kill out ourselves and thinking that we got to make amount of money by a certain age and time. Now we're taking it as a race and competition. You get me? Well, I'm not competition, but I've seen people out here in competition. I've seen people trying to mess people up so they can pass them. And we all going the same way. You get me? Slow and steady wins the race anyways. And this is why so much people's messed up and they signed deals and they signed contract, because they didn't understand the memo. Relax, take time, wait on the Most High God. You get me? Don't say you want to be like him. Don't say you want to be like Deb, because you don't know what they have done to do it. You know, see, a lot of people start making music these days and singing, and by the time you know it, they sign a contract. Give it a year or two, the woman is starting to move like a man. Look at all the women in the music business right now. A lot of them are not their self no more. Spirit's telling them to do all type of bullshit to go against God's will. So now she thinks she's a man. She thinks she's an alpha female. So now she's moving like she has muscles. She's putting on man clothes. She's even trying to talk deeper voice than a man. Vice versa. Man them sign deals and don't know what it come with. And you're part of them now. So you don't know that you have to be on the chichi man thing now. You get me? You get me? You have to start lusting after men and all of them things there. You get me? That's why you have to be careful who you hang around with people, because spirits are jumping on people. You have to be careful. You get me? So anyways, moving on, people, because you know this is a serious thing. And when I say this is a serious thing, it's a serious thing. Because this is something I believe can get all of us, the people, out of slavery. Because I realize we have more power than them. We have more power than government. We have more power than scientists. You get me? And I know they're going to want to kill me for this, you know, but what? They can try. They can try. You get me? Nothing beats a try. I don't blame them, you get me? Because I'm chatting out their business. I'm chatting out every Jesus piece of thing. You get me? So they can try and kill me and still. You get me? But I hope it works. Oh, so anyways, people. So like I was saying now, people, we, the people, need to take these scientists and government to court. Because let me tell you something. From the day I was born, I never signed no birth certificate. I didn't sign a birth certificate. That is not me. I don't own that paper. Don't tell me that you guys own me because of a birth certificate that my mum signed. If my mum signed that birth certificate, that means she has to do my labor and her labor. You get me? I didn't agree to that. I'm a baby. How can I see the contract? It don't make no sense. So what they do is they make the parents sign the contract from your baby. So you're blind, you don't know nothing. And then you just grow up in the world, and then you finish school, you finish college, and you're lost to the world. You're lost in the system. Matrix. They've got it all planned out and set. It's been going like this for years. But when people actually come back to their mind, you know, and actually be their true self and actually know what's going on and know that, let me tell you something, knowledge is bigger than money. People out here are taking shortcuts, people. They're signing deals with the elites. They're signing deals in the Matrix. They're signing deals with the government and the scientists. They're all in the same league. That's one. And then you got people out here that are fighting for righteousness. Their soul is intact. They're working hard every day. They're going through the trials and tribulation, everybody. Then bearing in mind, when you get on your journey again, you're going through trials and tribulation again 10 times. You get what I'm trying to say? So these people have taken us for a ride. Now, my mum signed that birth certificate in my name to say that, yeah, I was born in this, I was born in this hospital, whatever. That birth certificate means that they own you, the Matrix own you. But let me tell you something, people. And if we was in the classroom right now, I would say, put your hand up if you sign that birth certificate. Put it down. You get me? I did not sign no birth certificate, which means the government don't own me. The Matrix system does not own me. But the only person that owns me is the Most High God. You get me? Because I come into the world, you get me, to behave myself so I can get back into heaven. I'm sure that's what everyone else is trying to do. But when I look around, not everyone's trying to do that. Anyways, everyone come in the world to go to hell by the looks of what's going on, because people have lost it. You get me? But I'm here. I'm trying to be a good boy for God. You get me? I'm trying to cause no trouble. I'm trying to stay out of prison, stay out of jail. You get me? Do a little grind. I'm trying to stay out of the system way too, because I don't want no trouble. But they're looking for trouble by enslaving people and telling people lies and acting like we're the ones that don't own these houses. You get me? Everything that we're all suffering for right now is because of the birth certificate and them. It's to pay them. We are working to pay them. We should have, you know how much money that we should have in our account without them having to look in there. We should have a lot of money in our account right now, people, because we are on the earth to behave ourselves and live life and learn to live right. You get what I'm trying to say? Now, I want everyone to know that we need to take the government and these scientist people to court. We're going to take them to the court of God. That's the real court, because we all know that this court is a make-believe court. This is all man-made court with their man-made contracts in there and their man-made laws. We all know there's only 10 laws, and that's God's 10 commandments. Let me tell you something, people. Everything that God has, these people have made they've made a mockery of it, and they've made a knockoff version of everything God has. They've made a knockoff version of it. These people are trying to be like God. You can tell they're demons. They're trying to be like God, but they're doing things. They only have little power, so they only could do things the way that they can try to do it. You get me? And every day they're looking for the next big thing or the next big move to try and overpower the Most High God. You got to say, but people are waking up now, so no one is believing the lies and the bullshit no more. But we need to take these people to court. You know why? Because the government done fraud. The government done fraud, and our parents done fraud. Because at the end of the day, I was too young to see anybody sign that birth certificate. And if I was able to know about the birth certificate, I wouldn't have signed it, because I would have read it through and I would have checked it, even though sometimes we don't really read things through. But at the end of the day, that's my excuse, innit? I would have read it through and I would have saw on there or whatever it says, I need to know the terms and agreement to this. I would have saw what comes with this. Who owns this? What's the contract? You get me? And we would have overlooked it. But let me tell you, people, I'm letting everyone know from now, the birth certificate is not real. It's man-made and it's a piece of paper, and that's what's holding the people them down. They have it everywhere. They can see it. They can see it everywhere. That's like our ID. Everyone's got one of those. It's like an ID. Now, let me tell you something, people. We have a case on our hand. The government done fraud. No one should be signing any paper on behalf of me to say that the Matrix, our government, own me and I'm going to be doing hard labor for them. You get me? And the only way for me to make serious money in this world and to become rich, and I don't want to be famous, but to become rich and wealthy and have my inheritance that they want to give me, you know. So now they're trying to make me sell myself for my own inheritance that I came on earth with and my blessings. So they hold on to your blessings and inheritance. Why do you think a lot of people are slowly selling out their soul to make it? And what they're doing is, yeah, they're giving them back. They're giving them back their blessings and inheritance that they stole from them, fam. Do you understand where I'm coming from here, people? You must understand where I'm coming from here, people. This is not a joke. This is real. Anyone that thinks this is a joke is one of them. It's one of them. Anyone that writes a bad comment, people, is one of them. You don't be scared when people write bad comments. It's probably a demon. It's one of them. You get me? So now, people, I'm just being honest. I'm gonna have to march out. But I need the world to be on point with this. The world need to understand. The world need to get together. Stop the fighting and killing and come together and understand our rights, people. We need to be freed. We need to be freed from these scientists. We need to be free from the Matrix system. We need to be free from the government, because we didn't sign no birth certificate. They're making a third party sign it. I didn't agree to no birth certificate, which means that I shouldn't have to work if I don't want to. I shouldn't have to go to the job center if I don't want to. You get me? I should be all right with a little £500 in my account, knowing that I don't need to pay no rent, no bills today. And I just need to pay my local contract them that I have, which shouldn't be no more than a little 50 quid, £100 for the month. Which means I got 4 bills to end. I buy my food. And if I want to go and do some grinding, I go and do some grinding. You get me? But look what they're doing. If you don't work, no, even if you have pains and heartache these days, they're forcing you to get back into work, so you can give the money to them. You get me? I saw someone's rent today, and they only make like 1,800 a month after tax. And then I saw their rent. Their rent was 1,200 for a studio flat. Now you're telling yourself you want to get rich and you want to do this and that. You're going to have to sell out your soul. You're going to have to sign another contract now. So that's what they do. You get me? Once you showcase some sort of talent and they know you're the big thing, they approach you. Now you got to sign out a next. Now they want you to now you got the birth certificate that's fucking you up. Now they're going to give you a next contract that's going to fuck you up, and you're not going to read it properly. And this one's going to say they double own you now. So now this one is telling them that, listen, you're rich, you're gonna make serious money now. So whether you're making all the 50 to 100 bags, 50 to 100 bags a week, you best believe they're gonna tax your shit. So what they do is now you're making money. Remember, money's not real, you know. Money's not real. It's commas. It's 0.0000000. So you're telling me people are out there selling out their soul for 0.0000000? Nah, brother. I'm alright with £10 in my pocket. No deal, please. I'm good. God will provide. God will provide. I got a roof over my head. I go out on the road. I talk to people. I make people laugh. I make people have fun. I make people feel alive. That is all I need, people. I promise you. But I'm just telling everyone now, we came here with inheritance and blessings, people. We have some ancestors that are fighting for us, fam. And this is why I keep telling people about their journey. Your journey with the Most High God is important. I told a lot of people about the journey and they think it's a joke. They're going to be doing certain things in their 60s, 70s. And they're going to think, shit, I've tried everything. What happened? You have a bloody birth certificate. That's what happened. And when people are telling you about journey, you think it's a joke. You see, now I'm on my journey with God. I've got a covenant with God. I've took the oath with God. My vessel is owned by God. So no darkness can come next to me. Right now, they're scared of me like puss. They're scared of me like puss right now. No one can chat to me. The most they can try to do is try to get me on their side and sign a contract so I can close my mouth. People, you need to get on your journey, you know. I'm the truth and the way. I've been telling people, fam. And they think it's a joke. What did this guy know? But you lot will see down in the line. Remember, it's 2024 right now. Revelation, the revealing. A lot of things is being revealed. And hear what I just told you right now, people, about the birth certificate and who's behind it. The people that you never see, the scientists, them. You have that birth certificate there, it means that you're here for them to do experiments on you. People think it's a joke to rotted clock. Let me tell you something, people. It's a boy Proph Rye, man. You know how I get down already. I'm blunt, I'm bold with it. And I'm just being dead serious, people. Once everyone get together and we all unite and we all teach each other, because what it is now, God says it, you know. That's why I make so much videos. And when you listen to my videos, you notice nobody has videos like this. You know why? Man's a true man of God. Look at all them fake prophets out there and them fake pastors. They can't even come out and speak about half of the things that I talk about because they get in trouble. They're not working with Most High God. When you work with Most High God, you can say anything you want. I have free will. I chat my mouth. The most they can try and do is kill me spiritually. But is it going to work? That's the question. You're really going to come against God's temple? Because my body's the temple, you know. My vessel is owned by God. You really going to come against that? You really going to come against the Almighty? When the Almighty is ruler over all of you. He's the ruler. He's the ruler all over He's the ruler over all sea creatures and demons. So who can really test me? Oh wait, you get me? That's what I'm talking for the people then, because the people them scared to talk because they don't want to die. They don't want to get killed by these people. But let me tell you something. Try me, man. You get me? Try me. But apart from that, people, I just want everyone to know, man, we shouldn't be paying for nothing out here because we didn't sign no birth certificate. So I want back my inheritance. I want back my blessings. I need a house for free. You get me? I need a house for free. I'm not paying no more tax. You get me? You have to put me in a nick. You get me? And I'm still not folded. Because law is law. If you want me to take this to court the right way, I'm going to get a serious lawyer. I'm going to get a serious lawyer from me because let me tell you something. Once you work out these people's dirty tricks and dirty habits and you realize that a lot of these things are man-made people, you know that, you'll just start laughing at stuff in the world. You'll just start laughing at things. Even when you see people hyping up their mouth sometime and you actually can look to see that this person's not even really a human, he's a demon. You start laughing, bro. And if you know the right things to say, you'll see how fast that demon will have to run. I'm not someone to play with, people. I'm not a joke. That's why I talk like this. You get me? I'm not scared of no government or no scientists. Man, a bad man out here. Try kill me now. Try kill me now. But apart from that, people, listen, it's a boy Prophet Rye, man. Stay blessed. Remember now, we need to unite, people. We need to get together, and we need to come together and do something about this. The government owe us big time. They owe us inheritance, blessing, house, car, everything. We shouldn't be paying for nothing. And not only that, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to sue them for doing fraud in my name, because I didn't sign up for no birth certificate. You get me? I didn't know that this was going on. I didn't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part of this. You get me? I need out. I need out of this. You get me? I need freedom. Generational curse Afro Brock. I need freedom. I'm not paying for nothing. The government owe me. They owe me, people. When you know your rights, they can't fuck with you. They can try and scare you and that, but when you know your rights, they can't fuck with you, people. The government owe us everything. Everything they got is man-made. They just printed up a few papers and they made our parents sign stuff on our behalf to come and serve and work for them, when we actually came to serve God. I didn't come to serve them. The people them that sold their soul and took elite contracts and are making the big money, they chose to serve them. So then those are the people that they need to get out. They need to get them back out there and put them into work. You get me? And people like us are the ones that we need our blessing and inheritance, because we haven't sold our soul. We're still standing firm on Babylon ground. You get what I'm trying to say, people? The people that they own, the elites, the Freemasons, them, the Illuminatis, them, they need to get them out there working in Tesco and Sainsbury's and them place there and driving up and down all day. Because I haven't made no covenant with them. My vessel's being used by God. I haven't made no blood covenant or no sacrifices for no matrix system or scientists and that. So they can't do no experiment on me. They can't do nothing to me. They need to break the shackles. They need to, that birth certificate, I don't think I even hold the birth certificate more than 5 times in my life. I don't even know where it is, because I never cared about it. What am I going to do for birth certificate? But all I know that my mom signed it and they gave it to her. I didn't take it from them. How can a baby sign a birth certificate and take a birth certificate? People, we have a big case on our hand. I'm going to take these people to court. They owe me money. They owe me land. I don't even want a house. I want land. I want a land in London. They got to give me one of them castles there. They got to give me one of the Queen castles, man. They better give me one of the Queen's castle. And I'm not shutting my mouth as well. They can't pay me off to shut my mouth. Because I'm for the people, not myself. I don't think about myself. I think about the people. God said, I must set the people then free. And that's what I'm doing. People, the birth certificate is where they're holding you down. Now everybody knows we have to attack. You get me? It's simple as that, people. It's a boy Prophet Rye. Stay blessed.